Yes. So in the last class we have discussed about what was demand and elasticity of demand and all those things which are related to demand, that is determinants of demand, movement along a demand curve, shift in demand, all such things were discussed. So in the same sense demand is important, the same way supply is also important in economics, right? So that is like it acts as left hand and right hand for the economics. So whatever we studied for demand, we have to study for supply also. So demand, supply. Okay, so demand we are keeping it aside because we have already covered it. Now coming to the supply. Supply is just in general terms, or you can say in simple words, you can say the amount of or the quantity of goods the producers are willing to sell at a particular point of time at a particular price. Okay, so what is supply? Supply is that quantity of a good that the producer is willing and able to sell at a particular point of time at a particular price. Okay, so why it is called at a particular point of time? Because after that time price may change. So at that particular point of time only you can catch hold of that price. That is why in that definition at a particular point of time is very important. Okay. So coming to the definition once again, supply of the product is that quantity of the product or good that the producer is willing and able to sell at a particular point of time at a particular price. Okay, so at that particular point of time in this price. That is very important. You have to link these two concepts very important, very clearly. Otherwise, the definition mark will go. So you have to include at a particular point of time, at a particular price, and willing and able to sell. Okay, so this thing consumption was related with consumers, right? But production is related with producers. So here also you have a rational producer. We were rational consumers when we were studying consumer behavior. Now we are moving on to the producer behavior. So a producer is also a rational producer. What is rational producer? What was rational consumer? What was that? A consumer is called rational when he tries to maximize his satisfaction or utility with his limited income, right? But coming here, a rational producer means a producer who aims maximizing profit at less cost. So whenever his cost is less, he can maximize or he can increase his profit. So he is a rational producer. So that is supply. Now you have certain factors which determine supply, that is determinants of supply. As we have learned determinants of demand, you have determinants of supply. In that first one is price of inputs. With inputs you convert output, right? With inputs you make output. So input plays a very important role in the production process. So the price of the inputs, that is the raw materials, the technology, all such things comes as input. So the price of input means it is the cost of production that the producer has to bear. So if cost of production is increasing, in the previous definition itself we have told if cost is more, he cannot make more profit. So he has to keep the cost less to attain more profit. So what does it means? If the price of input is more, he cannot supply more. So if the price of input is less, he can supply more. Because see, price means it is the addition of profit plus cost of production, right? Cost of production and the profit of the product of the producer. So if cost is less, he can increase the profit. If cost is more, he cannot compromise with the profit. So that is why if price of input is less or if price of input is less, he can only produce more. If price of input is more, he can produce only less. I think it is very clear. It has a negative relationship or inverse relationship. Then technology. With more updated technology, he can supply more because cost is less there. With more degraded technology, he can only supply less. So that is also a direct way relationship. Updated technology, more supply. Degradation of technology, less supply. Understood? Then price of other products, that is the complements and the substitutes, that also determines supply of the product. If you can see in the demand itself, if substitute good, tea and coffee here, if price of tea was more, you would only go for coffee, right? So here whatever be the price, see price of the tea is more, so at the part of producer he will supply more of tea because price is more, then only he can get more profit. But as a consumer we will prefer for coffee. Understood the difference? So that means more price, whichever good which has more price, the producers will produce that good more, because more profit is where you have more price. Okay, more profit, more price, less cost. That is the relationship. So that is price of other goods. Next, taxes and subsidies on production. If the producer has to bear more tax, what will you think he will do? He will produce less, because whatever he is producing, the amount, the half of the amount is going as taxes. Then who will produce more? He will be discouraged to produce more. So that will decrease your supply. Then subsidies. Subsidies is the financial assistance given by the government to you to produce, or to the producers to produce more. Subsidies, you have heard, right? We also get subsidies for LPG connections and other things. So subsidy, if subsidy is more, he will be very much encouraged to produce more. So that will induce your supply or increase your supply. And the other thing, if subsidies are less, he will be very much discouraged, and also he has to pay more taxes. So what he will do? He will be discouraged to produce. So that will again decrease your overall production. So these are the factors which affects then own price of the good, or the prices of that good itself. If that is more, he will produce more. If that the price is less, he will produce less. As I told you, there is a very direct relationship between price and quantity supplied of the product. But quantity demanded was inverse relationship. I hope you remember the law of demand. Chalo, fast and fast you can turn the pages and look. That was inverse relationship. And coming to here, it was a positive relationship. Okay, that means own price of the good has a positive relationship between the quantity supplied of that product. So these are the factors affecting supply of a product. So this is the factors affecting supply of a product. Now we have to move on to the supply schedule and supply diagram in the next video.